Where can you find free games online for learning English? I'm going to show you two great websites completely free. I'm going to take you through how to use them so you know all the key features, and then I'm going to suggest a couple of ways that you might use them for learning English. Really hope you like the video, and as always, if you do, please like it, please share it, and please comment on it. I'd love to know which of the websites you like best. Let's get started. So the first website I'm going to show you is called Learning Chocolate. It's got tons and tons of vocabulary. It's also got games. If you just quickly let me take you through this, I'm going to show you a couple of special features that you might not realize exist. Let's do a really quick example. We'll just do daily routines. I'm going to click here and just show you basically what happens. You get some basic vocabulary, which you can click on and listen to.
Wake up. Get up.
I'm not so keen on that. I'd rather hear the sentences rather than the individual words. But afterwards, you've then got a series of games. Let's just have a look at a couple of examples.
Arrive at school.
And then you drag the word in.
Arrive at school. Comb my hair.
Comb my hair. Again, all right, you drag
Comb my hair.
And then, of course, you can click on the check answers to see if you got them right. You can click back here to move back to the activity and try a different one. This is quite a nice one because it's a spelling-based game.
Get up.
And then you have to write in, of course, the word here. And then again, after you've done them all, you would check your answers. If we just click back again to come back here, in fact, if we click here, we come back to the home page. A lot of people think that that's it. That's all there is to Learning Chocolate. But I want to point out that there's actually a little bit more, and I'm going to take you through some of the features now. First of all, if you come up to the top here, you might get the impression from having a quick look at the website that actually there's not a lot of content or it's low level. First of all, if you click here, see all, you're going to see that there's actually a lot more content. In fact, there's masses of content on this website and more being added. There's actually pages and pages and pages of vocabulary. Now, not only that, the levels really vary, and I can just show you an example. If we click here under categories, and what we're going to do is look for something a little bit more difficult, so we're going to choose engineering and technology, and if I click here, you'll notice suddenly the level jumps right up and we've got lots of vocabulary, very specific. For example, look at this, just to give you an example. We would come here, these are all tools. This vocabulary is very specific. So it isn't necessarily low level, and every single set of vocabulary has these games and activities that you can do. To get back, always use this button here. That brings you back to the front page. You get a bit of an idea here that there really is so much content. In fact, it's a bit overwhelming. If you click on see all, you'll realize there is absolutely masses and masses of content available to you. More than 9 pages of content on here. And some of this, as I said, goes into lots of detail around the vocabulary. Let's have a look at another example. Let's go to clothes, very common topic. And again, we've got all these different words on the screen, and we've got these activities. Some of these activities are actually quite nice. You've got a fill in one where you write the words in. If you click back here, you've got a match activity where you click
Knickers.
and then you drag that into the correct word. And if you click back here again, you've got a couple of, or in fact, you've got 3 different types of match activity. This one's with the written words. So it's working a lot on the audio. It is a shame that you don't hear the words in a sentence. Notice here that I'm practicing use UK English. If I want to, I could change that and do US English. Okay, so there is the option of that as well, and that will actually change some of the words as well, because the words that you would use in American English sometimes vary from English. You don't have to have an account with Learning Chocolate, and I haven't had an account in the past. Now I do have an account. One of the small advantages of having an account is simply that you can save the words into your favorites. So for example, if I click here, then I can have my favorites. And just to show you that how that works, let's say that I go back to Learning Chocolate, and there's some words that I really like and I want to add this to my favorites, then I can click here, add to favorites. And if we then come down to my account now, you'll see that those words have been added into my favorites. I'll now have both the daily routines and the basic feelings. But you don't need to have an account. Remember, you can practice with different accents, and remember also that there are other languages. So if you're studying another language like French or Spanish, Chinese, etc., you can also use this website for those languages as well. Now the second website is called digitaldialects.com. As you can see, there's lots of different languages that you can practice here, and in fact it's great because it's got Polish, which is the language I'm studying. We're going to look at the English one, so we're going to click over here on English. You get lots of different topics. Again, most of the time this is individual words, which is not always good. It's better to hear words in a sentence, but I'm going to show you an idea at the end of how you can use both Learning Chocolate and this site. Let's just have a look at this website. So let's choose, for example, something really simple. We'll do fruit and veg. We can click here. It's going to open up a website, and you'll see straight away we get a list of the words which we can click on.
Apple, cabbage, carrot.
And then we've got here a series of games that we can also play. So let's just have a look at some of these games. And what we're going to do is we'll do a game. Let's do game audio. So we click on this one here. So after we've listened to the words, we can click here. The game opens up onto the screen. And in this game, let's just click on play.
Apple.
You've got to click on the correct image. So I'm going to click there. I think that's right.
Orange.
And then I'm going to click on orange. I guess it's that one there.
Strawberry.
And notice that it's keeping a record of my score. So you can see really easy that you've got these games that you can play connected to the vocabulary that you're learning. They're not particularly interesting, but they vary. The games are different depending on the vocabulary. You can repeat the words.
Lemon.
Okay, if you want to go back home, click here to bring you back to the main page. You're in the English section now. You've got loads of vocabulary to work from. Okay, now if we just choose another topic, let's just say, for example, general vocabulary. So we're going to click on this one here. Again, it's going to open up onto the screen. And I'm going to, again, practice the words if I want.
Car, key.
And I've even got some flashcard games here to actually help me to learn the words. And then I've also got these options. We've got the games with the audio, which is the way that I like it best. The games without the audio. And we've also got a spelling quiz as well. So we've already looked at the audio games. Let's just click on that though, because I just want to show you one thing about this, is that not every game is exactly the same. So in this game here, for example, we've got to click
Fish.
on the correct word.
Newspaper. Bicycle. House.
Island.
Car. Bicycle. Flower.
Bird.
Okay, so you can see
Pencil.
that the games do actually vary.
Candle. Car.
Okay,
Fish.
so it's worth having a little look at some of these games that are available to you. There is quite a variety of them. Just a super quick break from the video. If you like the video and you want more free videos, come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. You've got all these sections here at the top, and then these special sections. There's one on languages with lots of different videos showing you different websites for learning languages. If you want more free videos, the best thing to do is to sign up to the newsletter. That way you'll get updated with all the latest videos that I make, as well as any blog posts or any webinars I'm running. And at the moment, if you sign up, there is a free step-by-step course on how to use technology to teach online. Let's get back to the video. Now, one of the biggest problems for me of working with these types of websites is, yes, it is useful to play those games. It does help you a little bit to hear the words and understand the word, but it doesn't really help you to understand the word in context and using it. And a good idea is to go to Google Translate. Google Translate is free. If you have a Google account. And what I do is, if I've got some new words that I've learned, for example, in Polish, well, I write them out in English and then I've got them in Polish. But what I do is I actually use the word in a sentence. So let's say, for example, I've learned the word fish. What I would do is say, I like eating fish for lunch. And then I can see what that sentence will actually look like in Polish. And I can click and listen.
Lubię jeść ryby na lunch.
Yeah, lubię jeść ryby na lunch. And I can click here and add that word to my favorites, or in fact, not the word, the sentence. So if I click here, that now becomes a word that I've added to my favorites. Now, anytime that I want to see my favorites, I can just click down here. And you'll notice, see, that I always try to learn a word in a sentence rather than just learning the word on their own. And what I can do now is revise them so I can listen.
Lubię jeść ryby na obiad. Nic nie sprzedali. Pracuję jako agent nieruchomości.
Okay, so I can actually practice the vocabulary that I have learned. And if I want to, I can actually bring that onto the screen here as well. So, for example, just come down, double click on the word that you want to bring onto the screen. So if you double click on it, you'll find that that word will then come onto the screen and you can listen to it from here.
Szanują pieszych.
Okay, so that's a great way of building up lists of vocabulary in sentences. Obviously, take the words from Learning Chocolate or from Digital Dialects. Do the exercises. They are useful to give you the base, but you want to be hearing the new vocabulary in a sentence, and Google Translate is a really good way of doing that. I really hope you found that video useful. I'd love to know which of those technologies did you like the best. Is it Learning Chocolate? Is it Digital Dialects? Or is it Google Translate? So please write in the comments. Please, if you want more free material, come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. And remember, if you sign up to the newsletter, you will get a bit-by-bit, step-by-step, 12-part course on how to teach online. Thank you very much. On the screen now, you can see some more videos that you might find useful if you're a student or you're a teacher and you're looking for free material on the internet. Thank you very much.